Hello there, hi. Wow, welcome to Yoga with me, Marina White Raven. I'll get your name right. Yeah, and today's all about energy balance. So this is week 7. This is week 7 of the yoga practice online. So I just wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you everyone who's been practicing with me, and your comments and your feedback and letting me know how it's going for you. It's really welcome. And I think that's part of what I want to do today, is thinking about the unexpressed. It's really good to express if there's something you're feeling, particularly if it's positive. We don't compliment and appreciate things enough. And even when we just appreciate it to ourselves, appreciating something beautiful we see or some lovely action, it's really important. And with that, thinking about also the balance of our energies, the yin and the yang. We hear these terms. So the kind of the strong, the pushy, the sort of masculine, and then also the more receptive, softer. But we need to get this balance of them, because what often happens is we're swinging from one thing to the other. And particularly in these times, I know I've been experiencing that, different highs and lows. So we're trying to find the weave of that and accepting that in ourselves. And I'd like to really think about that self-acceptance today. And with that, I'm speaking a lot today because I wanted to say a few things. I wanted to invite you to bring your whole self to this practice. Your whole self is welcome. And I'm going to invite you now, and particularly those people who find this uncomfortable or don't really like it, I'm going to invite you to put your hands on your heart, close your eyes, and say out loud, be brave, I love you, and then your name. So I love you, Marina. And see what comes out. If there's any feelings there, brilliant. Say it more than once, I invite you to. Okay, we'll get on with moving our bodies now, focusing on our energies. So to begin, let's just brush off the day. We're already kind of part way into the day, some of us who are doing this live. So let's kind of brush off and even out the energy a little bit. So we start off just by brushing off the left arm, breathing, brushing off the right arm, maybe the face, back of the head, down the back of the neck. And we just brush off the front of the body. You just, having this kind of energy clear out. Back of the body, down the fronts of the legs, just sweeping so we can just get ourselves nice and clear. And then just the hands as well. And then shake them off. Feels good, feels better already. And then keeping the feet on the ground, notice the feet on the ground, breathing in through the nostrils, squeeze the shoulders up by the ears, and out through the mouth. Yeah, let's release that bit of tension there, in and then out through the mouth. Good. Inhale, lift the shoulders up high, out through the mouth. Feels better already. Now we're going to just bring the legs together. Let's focus on just invigorating a bit of energy, a bit of dynamic energy. Legs together, feet together, breathing in, come up on the toes, bring the arms up, stretch up to the ceiling, bring the arms together, hold the breath in for a couple of seconds, and then slowly breathe out through the nostrils, slowly lowering the arms down, slowly bringing the heels down. How does that feel already? Yeah, inhaling, lifting up the heels, squeeze the legs together, squeeze the arms together, hold the breath in. Breathing out slowly, keep that breath smooth and even, coming down to the heels, arms coming slowly down. And coming up again, inspiration, lift up, extend upwards, squeeze everything together, hold, and then out through the nostrils, slowly. So you've got these two qualities, it's very strong, held, tense, and then relaxing, releasing, acknowledging all those parts, and acknowledging the extremes. Okay. Moving on, let's again connect at the sides. So put the right hand on the left shoulder. I'm going to sweep that down to the right hip and then just sweep it off the body. Okay, 2, 3, and 1 for luck. It's never enough. Left hand on the right shoulder, sweeping from the right shoulder to the left hip. 2, 3. How does that feel? I'm going to take 1 more for luck. Yeah. Okay, then we're just going to do a little bit of body thumping, just again to invigorate the energy and to balance it out. Connect up these opposites and these sides. So let's start with the heart, always a good space. So I like to do it with my fingers here. You can do it with soft fists if you prefer. Soften the knees, make sure you're staying connected with the feet and the ground. Pummel the whole area of the chest. If you want to, you can make a sound. Why not? Let some sound out. You're feeling particularly tense. Ah, that will just take some of that top edge off. Oh, doesn't that feel good? Make some more sound. Ah, pummeling the centre of the chest, sternum there, it's very important. Then we come around to the sides. So the side body, as high as you can. So round about, if you have a bra, you're wearing a bra, or even if you don't, you know where that bra strap would probably be, side of the body. Pummel that area with the fingers strongly. Then we just take the back, lower back area, give that a good old thump, wake it up. Wake it up or even it out. It's always different for different areas. Oh, we'll just give that a little bit of a rub as well, just to get a bit of the energy rising up and moving around. Movement is everything. Get it moving. Oh, how do you feel? I feel better already. And then we're going to release. So some things may be stirred up now, so we're going to release that out with a half breath. So, feet hips width apart, lift the toes, place them down. Knees are already nice and bendy. Breathe in through the nostrils, lift up, look up, and then out through the mouth. Let everything out in that half breath. Make it nice and loud and expressive. Breathe in. Let it all go. Everything that's been gathering up today, or over the weeks, or anything at all. Let it go. Release any negativity, any crazy, silly ideas we have about ourselves. And fill up with a brand new idea, a fresh idea, some optimism, some hope, some newness. Breathe in one more time. Fresh, new, spring-like energy. Release. Good. So brushing out the cobwebs, cleaning everything up a little bit so we can start to feel a bit more into our body. Feet a bit apart. Let's just do some Tai Chi twists as well. So bending the knees, nice and bendy and springy, and then just twist the body centrally. Let the arms swing around. Bend the knees. So I feel a bit more loosening in this now. Now we've hopefully freed up a bit of space. Enjoy the space you've created. Yeah. Feel the air around you, feel the space around you, feel the space inside and outside your body. Okay, slowly come to a stop. Beautiful. And again, a little bit of brain and body connection, and to get the mind into the body, we bring the right hand onto the left knee and lift the knee, and the opposite way. Cross crawl. Okay. Yes. Going to get the body limber and ready and prepared and opened. And then we extend the leg, meet it with the opposite hand. Breathe in and out through the nostrils. Notice where your mind is going. Where is your attention going? Everything else will follow, probably. And keep your mind, or bring your mind back to your breath, back to your body, back to the practice. Out to the side with the leg and the opposite arm over the head. Good. Notice how the body is feeling. And allow it to feel how it feels, but keep going, you know. Acknowledge the feelings in your body and allow it to change rather than trying to push it or force it. Okay. Now bring the knee up, meet it with the opposite elbow. We'll take the elbow over the other side of that knee, get the knee really high if you can. You move as fast as you feel you want to, connecting with your own energy in this moment. And then opening up. So you're going to open up, lift up the knee and open up the hip, and then the opposite shoulder. So it's opening the body, this beautiful diagonal across the body. Opening up, acknowledging and balancing the energies in the body. Good. And then finally, you take the one foot and take it behind the other leg. Take a look at it. Give it a little smack with the hand. The other arm goes over the head. Come onto the balls of the feet. So we get this lovely little dance. And smile. No matter how you're feeling, just smile anyway. Yeah, this isn't making you laugh. This little Morecambe and Wise routine. Yeah. Okay, and come to a stop. Straighten out my mat. It's got a bit rubber cord. My energy. Get yourself settled a little bit. Lift your toes up, place them down. Lift the heels up, place them down. Just feeling your feet, feeling that lovely energy in the feet. Feeling the ground, support of the ground. I'm just going to do a little palm tree because it's nice to embody this spirit of the tree. So reaching up the arms, feet are maybe shoulder distance apart, kind of comfortable. Now extend the arms out, spread the fingers wide. You can see my fingers are out here, but you can lift them up high. Breathe in. On the out breath, we're going to lean over to the left, the whole time with the out breath. In breath, lift yourself up. Out breath, leaning over to the right. The side you lean to, it's really good to press into that foot on that side. It will support you. Inhaling, coming up, exhaling. So do this in time with your breath. We're just opening up the sides of the body. Maybe you're going to feel a little bit achy in your hips a little bit, or in the back. Breathe into it. Good. Good. One more breath in and lower the arms down to the sides. Good work. That's it. Just find our spot at the front of our mats now. Again, just feel your feet. Lift the toes, spread the toes. Keep the knees nice and bendy. Bring the hands to the heart centre. Breathe in. Put the weight onto the left foot and step back with the right. Square the hips to the long edge of the mat. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the palms, open the chest. Breathing out, leaning over to the left and down. Both legs stay straight but not locked to knees. Remember that is not a good thing for the knees. Reaching up with the right hand. Take that right shoulder, almost the right shoulder sitting behind you almost. So that front of that shoulder is what we want to expose. And then eventually that shoulder sits back so that the chest is almost wanting to see the ceiling there. So you can press against the lower leg with the inside or the outside of the hand. Reach right up into the fingertips. Turn the head to look up at those fingers if your neck allows you to do that. Breathe deeply. You feel that breath in your body. Feel it. Face in the right side. Come up on the inhale. Lower the arms on the exhale. Bend into the right knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Okay. The other side. Put the weight into the right foot. Feel your feet. Step back with the left foot. Find that distance. Square the hips. Breathe in. Lift the arms to the ceiling. Lift the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in. Open the chest. Palms wide. Breathing out. Reaching over to your right and down. Connect with the lower leg there with that right hand. Reaching up with the left hand. Create space between the left ear and the left shoulder. See if you can keep doing that. Unlock the knees. I know some of you will straight away. It's a little habit. We go lock knee because I don't have to do the work in my legs. Unlock the knee and the whole leg you can connect with. You can feel your thighs. You can feel your feet. You can feel all the, you're using your muscles rather than locking. Good. Feel your feet. Feel your legs. Feel the space you're creating on the left side of the body. Use the inhale to come up. Lower the arms on the exhale. Bend into the left knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Okay. Good work. So, take a moment here. We're going to go into Warrior One, but unusually we're going to step backwards into Warrior One. Yeah, a little bit scary. You can always do more than one step, but if you've started to get more familiar with Warrior One, then you might be able to do this very much easier than you think. So put the weight, you're stepping back into the unknown. Put the weight onto the left foot and then take a step back with the right. How does that feel? You might want to creep it back a bit more, but ideally you really want to get those hips, both of them, facing forwards. Okay, put some weight into that back heel. Breathe in, lift the arms up. You can look up if you want to, get the space in between the hands, and as you breathe out, you're going to bend into that left knee. Don't forget, as that knee comes forwards, the same emphasis on pushing that right heel back. So that thigh is going to get really, really strong. Okay, looking up if it feels okay. Keep the shoulders down, extend through the arms. You could even have a slight feeling of the arms going back. Checking that you're not taking too much weight forwards. Okay. Breathe deeply. Keep extending, keep lengthening up through the waist there, but keep the groin going down to the floor. In fact, draw up your pelvic floor. Use that mula bandha. Breathe, breathe. Strong legs, open feet, feet feeling the ground. Come up on the inhale, lower the arms on the exhale. We're going to come into a forward bend over this leg. So just check your hips are still in good position. The right hip's forward, left hip back. You can either put your hands on your back if you feel your back needs the extra support, or inhale, lift the arms, and we're going to come down over that leg. So choose which one you want to do. We're coming down over this leg, connecting with the ground. So you need to if you need to have a cushion to reach the ground, or blocks or books, please do so. But connect with the ground. This knee can be bent to begin with, that's fine. Focus your eyes on the toes. Give yourself something to look at. Give your attention something to focus on. And then we're going to lengthen that left leg. So pushing the big toe, the left foot into the ground, and extending and feeling the lift. The left hip is reaching up to the skies, upwards and backwards. So we're lengthening that left leg. You can bring your body down if that feels okay, but soften the left knee. You can walk the hands up the leg. That feels good. Bend up, bend into the. And then you're going to step forward with the right foot. If I've got me started at the front of the mat. Okay. Weight onto the right foot. Step back. Big step with the left. Big step. Don't forget to just rearrange the distance between the feet if that feels better for your balance. Now the position of the pelvis. Right hip back, left hip forward. Breathe in, lift the arms up. Space between the hands there. Exhaling, bend into the right knee. The right knee goes forward. The left heel pushes back. You'll feel that leg really start to get involved there. Also think about this whole area. It's complex, you know. There's a lot going on. But keep working, keep trying. Right hip going back, left hip going forwards. Tucking the tailbone, pointing it down. Tummy is strong. So this whole area is like your power pack. Also think about drawing up the pelvic floor. That's the final part of this power pack. It's where all the power is. All that latent power, the Kundalini energy. So it's a strong warrior. Good. Breathing in. And breathing out, softening. Come up on the inhale, lower the arms on the exhale. We're going to come into this forward bend again. So take your choice, holding the back here as you come forwards, or extending the arms up. Breathe in. As you breathe out, come down over this leg. You can bend the knees, soften it a little bit to start. Make connection with the ground, most important, however you need to do that. Keep looking at the toes with your eyes, and then straighten or lengthen better. Lengthen the leg. Push that big toe into the ground, and away from the big toe, the right hip or buttock goes up to the sky. So the length in this front leg is what we're looking for. Breathe. With the emphasis on that out breath, which is where the release will happen. You know, the breath is our best friend, it's our anchor, but it's also a real indication of our energy. The inhale, that kind of inspiration, the yang energy. The exhale, the feminine, the yin, the release. So notice that. Now we're going to walk the hands back up the leg and step forward with the left foot. Okay, give the legs a little shake. Let's come into a restoring posture. So get some releasing going. We're going to come into a ragdoll. So hands on the thighs, bend the knees, chin comes to the chest, head's heavy. We're sliding down the legs. The head is just pulling us down. Nice and easy. Keep breathing in and out. So if it's okay for you, you can let your whole body hang. Knees are bent. Okay? Or if that's too much, you can rest your elbows onto your knees, or even rest on a piece of furniture. So it's important that you really just let your back, feel the whole weight of your upper body in some way or other, particularly the head. So really give way, release the neck. Inhale through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. And just do a few of those. Notice how that feels. Notice where your mind is going. How is your energy? Do you feel tired? Do you feel agitated? Acknowledge and notice your energy. Give it space. Okay, so we're going to lift up. We're going to create space now in the spine by leaving the arms hanging heavy, leaving the body hanging heavy. Keep the knees bent, lifting up through each of the vertebrae, lifting up and lengthening up and creating space in the whole spine as we come up to standing. Beautiful. As we come to standing, let's just roll the shoulders back, just to enjoy and acknowledge our lovely, upright, open spine, and these shoulders, and the chest, and everything opening up. Hopefully everything is starting to open up for you already. Okay, so balance. How about a balance? Dancer balance. Don't forget, with these balances, nearly all balances, you can use something, a wall or a chair, to lean onto. So please do that if you need to. And you can take it to whatever level you want to. So I'm putting the weight onto the left foot to begin. And I'm just bending the knee of the standing leg. Focus your eyes on something in front of you, just in front of you, maybe onto the floor. Bend the right knee and take hold of the right foot. I like to take my hand to an inside grip to stop my hip coming out. So that's an option. If you prefer the outside, that's fine. The inside grip, the thumb is going backwards. The thing about that is it will pull that shoulder back a little bit more, so just notice that. On the inhale, lift the left arm up, but also lifting the body, lengthening up through the body. And as you breathe out, you're going to pivot from the hips, going to lean the body forwards, not just the arm, connect the thumb and the first finger and spread the other fingers out, or hold onto the furniture or the wall. Okay? And the last thing you'll do, which is the key part of the balance, is you kick that right toe up to the skies. The heel is going away from the bottom. You've got this beautiful back bend. Open the chest. Shoulders away from the ears. Good. Breathe. Ungrip the toes. Good. Feel that lovely opening in the front of the body. Great. Keep trying. Come up on the in-breath. Lower the arm on the out-breath. And lower that leg down. So that might give you an indication of how you're balanced today. When you do these regularly, these balances, you start to notice differences each day. Sometimes one side is stronger than the other. Sometimes the balance generally is stronger than other days. So we'll see how this side goes. Put the weight onto the right foot. Really ground your foot down. Lift the toes. Place them down. Spread out that foot. Bend the left knee. Take hold. I like to do the inside grip. You take the choice. Now get those knees level. Try and get the shoulders level as well. Breathe in, lift the right hand up to the ceiling. Lift the chest, lengthen through the body. As you breathe out, you're taking the arm forward and your body's going with it. Make a connection between the thumb and the first finger. Spread those other fingers out. Keep that lovely focus. Keep your eyes focused. Keep breathing in and out. And then take the heel away from the bottom and extend. Kick up the toe to the ceiling. Open. Breathe. Find that poise of the dancer. So strong effort has to be made to kick up that toe, but that will help the balance, that dynamic. Breathe deeply. Inhaling, come up. Exhaling, lower the arm down. Lower that foot down. So acknowledging how your balance is, rather than trying to make it any different. You used to think being interested in that. So as I said before, this body's like a little laboratory to explore and research. Okay. Let's come into a little squat here, so we're just going to come down. Remember that if your heels are on the ground, that's okay, and if they're not, padding, pad them up, so cushions or blocks or rolled up blanket, whatever you've got there. And let's just let our whole body hang forwards. Let the head hang forwards. If this doesn't feel good to you, you can also have the alternative of coming into ragdoll of any sort, okay? But try it, give it a try. You can also come into a semi-squat, which where you're leaning on foot furniture, and you're just coming into sort of a squat, which is supported. Just all good for releasing the hips. Breathe in through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Now I'm going to just do this little prayer, so see if you can press the elbows into the inside of the knees and bring the hands together. If you're not able to get them between the knees because the hips just aren't there yet, you can have them on top, that's okay. You can start working towards that. Good. Opening the chest. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring the hands to the ground, come into ragdoll. Good. Bend the knees, let the arms hang forward, let the head hang forward. Breathe in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. slowly. Keep breathing in and out, but slowly unravel. Keeping the knees bent. So you're slowly and carefully and mindfully lengthening up, expressing the whole length of the body. Feel your feet on the ground. Okay. Just settle yourself again. Bring your connection to your feet, your mind into your feet. Feel your feet, lift the toes, place them down, lift the heels, place them down. Inhaling, lift the arms up, lift the heels off the ground. Exhaling, bringing the palms down slowly. So this is the perfect expression and way of experiencing our energies here. So the inhale is the yang, is the kind of positive, the masculine, the air and the fire elements. So you feel that as you lift up and really extend and pull up and feel that vibrancy in the body and that kind of energy in your energy body. And equally, so you have the inhale, the extension up, the effort, the expansion, and then it's followed by the out-breath, the receptivity, the softness, the earthly, the watery, the fluid, the feminine. So just really feel those energies, breathing in. Active, engaged, doing, inspiration, and then earthly, intuitive, feeling, sensual. Yeah. Can you get that feeling? And we're feeling all of that, noticing whether there's one that's more dominant than the other, what's easier, which is more appealing to you. And just seeing if you can just reach into this a little bit deeper. Really lift the heels off the ground, make effort, extend, expand, and then soften. When you come down, it's like there's no effort. You're just releasing. And if you can go a bit further than that, surrendering, softening. Feel the feet just sinking into the ground, the whole body just softens, heavy. One more, breathing in. Light, expressive, active. And coming down, soft, soft, feminine, receptive. Beautiful, good. So let's come into a forward bend. So standing again with the feet hips width apart. So again, with coming into forward bend, you can come very actively, or you can judge for yourself what you feel you need. Place the hands on the back and come into a forward bend with the hands on the back. Breathing in and breathing out. Soften the knees to begin with. Come down. And if your hands on your back, you can bring your hands to the ground. Make contact with the ground. So keep engaged with the forward bend. Keep your eyes on the big toes. Think about the chest wanting to come down from the big toes. So again, these 2 points, the chest is coming down to the floor between the toes and the tail is reaching up into the heavens in the opposite direction. Keep engaged with the ground, and if you're barely touching the ground, put something there to feel contact. Good. Breathe in, come up onto your fingertips, look forwards, take the chest forward, and breathing out, forward bend. Just do it again, breathing in, lengthen the spine, look forwards, and breathing out, forward bend. Breathe out fully, release, feel that lengthening and releasing. Don't force this, just keep it really engaged with your breath. Now we are going to soften it, so just soften the knees a little bit, come up with the fingertips, and you're going to take the weight onto the left foot, step back with the right foot, big, big step, and then you're going to step back with the left foot. And we're going to come into downward dog. So you might take a bit of shuffling, don't be too close with your feet to your hands. Hopefully you've been practicing, you'll probably get a feeling of how far apart. But the hands are hips width apart, well a bit more than that, shoulder width apart, and the feet are hips width apart, parallel. Push back with the hands, let's just pedal and walk the dog. Bend the left knee, put the right heel down, bend the right knee, put the left heel down. Just play with that a little bit. Try and keep pushing back with the hands, look back towards the feet or the knees, so your neck is nice and relaxed. It's almost like the head wants to come down to the ground. Keep the tummy tucked in, breathe into the chest. Good. Now come down to your knees, sit back into your heels, bring them forward to the ground. Take a little moment here in this lovely soft posture. Make some space between your knees. And just having the big toes just touching. Make quite a wide knees there, so we're coming into like a diamond shape. And something nice as well is to just have the thumbs and the first fingers connecting above your head, so you've got this lovely diamond kind of shape here, and the elbows are out to the sides. Forward to the ground, just rest there. Inhale into the back body, the back ribs, right up to the back of the shoulders, and then breathing out, out through the mouth. Just feel a sense of your whole self that you're containing here in this lovely physical diamond shape you're making. Whole self. Feel a sense of the centre of yourself, right in the middle, where your breath is starting. Expanding out from that right up into the shoulders. And release out through the mouth. Good. Okay. Take the hands away from each other now. Fingers spread wide. Let's just come back and forth a little bit, just to play again with the breathing and moving. So make sure the arms are extended. Coming up on the inhale onto all fours. Exhaling, taking the chest forwards, taking the hips forwards. Inhale, come up to all fours. Exhale, sit back deeply into the heels. So we're really staying aligned with our breath. Seeing how it feels. Is it smooth? Is it short? Does it feel lazy? Does it feel expressive? Does it feel a bit tight, agitated? Wherever you are, however you are, be with that. Sit back into your heels. Breathe out fully. Squeeze all the breath out like a tube of toothpaste, squeezing it out. Inhale, come up. Out breath. Open, expressive. Shoulders back, down, away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale, sit back. Inhale. One last time, so just see if you can just take it right to the end of the out breath as you come into that cobra-like position. The hips are off, the groins off the ground there. Inhale, come up. Exhale, sit back deeply into the heels. Let's bring them forward to the ground and sweep the arms back into the pose of a child. Let the backs of the arms rest on the ground. Shoulders are nice, relaxed forward. The jaw and the cheeks are nice and soft. Feel that point, that very important point, the third eye, space between the eyebrows is connected with the ground, with the earth. So, in a way you could think about this point of contact, your inner vision, your intuition. That's kind of very feminine quality, which is connected with your body. So your body's wisdom. This is what I think definitely part of this child posture is that. Your body's wisdom. Like a human reset. But just coming back up slowly, coming up to the... How does the kneeling feel? How's it going, the kneeling? I'm hearing good reports of people's improved kneeling. If it's not so good, or if it's, this is new to you, you can always, I remind you, use padding. If this is the strong angle, as many cushions as you need. This is often the case. It was for me when I first started yoga. I felt like I could not. It's very, very painful on the front of the feet. So just pad it up. Find different paddings. So you can come into a version of the posture, and gradually, as you practice, you'll be taking away the cushions, one after the other. Believe me, I have proof, I have evidence. Not just my own personal, but many others. So good work. Just coming into kneeling. Let's come into a back bend here. So we're going to come up onto our knees, high knees, tuck the toes under. Again, if the knees are painful in this position, padding, blanket, cushion, whatever you need there. Knees and hips width apart. Okay, so we're going to start off just by taking the hands to the lower back. Hands are pointing down, fingers pointing down rather. Bringing the elbows together behind you. So there's a lovely back bend, nice opening in the front of the body. And we're going to just take the hips forward slowly. Just let the head sit nicely and relaxed. The neck is still in line with the spine, so we're not flinging it back, it's too much for most of us, so I'm not going to encourage that, even if it's possible. It's not necessary. This is more important, this part, you know. Opening the front of the hips there, lengthening the whole front of the body, taking that forward, breathing. Good, and then release, breathe in, breathe out, sit back into the heels again, just take a little rest. What you want just to kind of move your back a little bit, back and forth. It's like a little mini cat version. Yeah, take the chest forward and take the back back. This often feels really good. Inhale, chest goes forward, exhale, chest goes back. Okay, let's come back up, try this again. So you can do the same thing again, if that feels like it's your full range. And if you want to, you can come into camel, heels are lifted. Take one hand back. If you can make contact, great. And see if you can make contact with the other hand. So you push the hips forward at the same time. If you're not making contact, again, cushions or blocks or however many cushions, so you can make contact. Otherwise it's kind of like, it doesn't feel fun. And it should be fun. You should feel like a sense of, your own personal journey in your yoga. It's not my journey, it's yours. Don't do mine. I'm doing that. It's taken. Do your journey. It's much more interesting and it's unique. No one else is going to do it. Good. Coming up again. Sit back into the heels. Good. Let's just take the hands forwards, and we're going to come up into downward dog again. So we're going to come into a plank to come into that, just for fun. Why not? So bring the hands forward. Make sure they're really planted well on the ground. Take that right foot back. Then the left foot back into plank. The chest is above the hands. Body is straight. Nice and strong. Breathe in. And breathe out. Now we're going to lift the bottom on the inhale. And sit back into the heels. So this is our second dog of the day. So let's just see if we can lengthen. Keep the heels off the ground. Unless it's really, you've practiced well enough so it's not too difficult. Better to have the heels off and then you can actually lengthen through the spine. So pushing back through the hands. Making sure the fingers are staying in contact with the ground, the whole hand there. Good. Now walk the feet towards the hands. Bend the knees, let the body hang there. And let's have a little swing here. Breathe. So it's nice and soft. So we're balancing. We have some softness, some restoring. Some releasing breaths out through the mouth. Some rocking. How does that feel, that slow rocking back and forth? Kind of comforting, I hope it's comforting. Maybe explore a little bit of your back. Keep the knees bent. Let's just imagine this beautiful sunshine on the base of the spine. And imagine that sunshine like a sunrise is waking you up slowly, gradually, coming up over the horizon, lifting up through the spine. Beautiful sunlight energy. Lifting up through the whole spine, feel it in your heart center, feel it coming up through your throat, right to the top of the head. And what beautiful sunshiny energy coming out through the crown of your head and coming over your body. Beautiful. Okay. Let's just, we'll come into some half sun salutes. Again, keep them kind of stirring up energy or maybe freeing up energy. So we want to move it a little bit. We do it really mindfully and with the breath. So feet, again, check them. Earth element, the feet, the ground, the physical. Lift the toes, place them down. Lift the heels, place them down. Let's do it again. Lift the toes as high as you can, place them down. Lift the heels as high as they can, and place them down. Feel the feet. Just give your feet a little scrunching on the ground there. Good. Soften the knees. Find your position of your pelvis. Don't forget to point the tail down. Strong belly. Breathing in, lift the arms up high. Reach to the skies, look up, bring the hands together, breathing out, the hands are coming down, the chest is coming forwards, the chin is coming forward, your fingertips reach the ground. Now breathing in, straighten the legs, put your hands on the shins, look forwards, the chest is coming forwards, and breathing out, forward bend. Look to the toes, straight legs here. Bend the knees a lot so that you can push up through your legs, lift your eyes to the ceiling, inhaling all the way up, then the hands come down. And face this way, but you can stay as you are. Breathing in, all the way up, inspiration. Breathing out, diving down to the earth. Fingertips, look at the toes. Breathing in, extending, expression. Breathing out, releasing into the forward bend. Bend the knees a lot. Again, inspiration, pushing up, reaching up, inhale, exhale, arms come down, softening everything. Reaching up to the sunshine, breathing out. The sunshine is in the chest and it's coming down to the earth. Inhaling. Chest is coming forwards. Inspiration. Breathing out. Breathe all the air out as you forward bend. Keep going. Bend the knees a lot. Breathing in. Push up through the legs. Power up. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the arms down. Stay with me. See if you can just keep going. Inhaling all the way up. Enjoy your body. Breathing out. Chest is coming forwards. You're diving down. The fingertips come to the ground. Breathing in. Straighten up legs, arms back. Heart is flying forwards and breathing out. Forward bend. Bend the knees a lot. We're going to come up for the last time. Breathing in all the way up. And breathing out. Hands are coming down. Good. Let's just shake off a little bit. Shake off the legs. Shake off the arms and hands. Let's just rotate the wrists a little bit. Get these little spirals going in the arms. You can go them in both directions. So it's just really led by the wrists and the whole arm just kind of joins it. Okay. We're going to come down to the ground. We're going to come down in a squat, but we're going to end up on the front of our body. We'll find out how we can do that. So breathing in, lift the arms forwards, extend the fingers forwards, bring the shoulders back. Keep the bottom tucked in to begin with. Lengthen up, lift the chest. As you breathe out, now your bottom's going to come back, but we're going to keep a nice straight back. So strong belly to retain this. Keep reaching the hands forward, and they're going in the opposite direction to your bottom, so you get a lovely long back. Notice when you have a lovely long back how much more effort you have to make in the abdominals. You can do this as slowly as you want. Make sure your knees aren't splaying out or coming together. You will feel this in your thighs. Keep breathing in and out. So just remember, with effort, this strong effort, this kind of energy, what follows is the release and the relief and the softer energy. Just stretch out legs in front, just bounce the knees up and down. Then we're going to hug the knees, hold the knees into the body. Make yourself very small. We're going to come off the front of the body in a minute. We're just rocking a little bit here. This little cosmic egg, come up onto the toes if you can. How's it feel balancing? So bring your body very close to these legs, so you're straightening up the back, and bring the legs towards your chest as much as you can. Either toes on the floor or toes off the floor. So we're just balancing on this little leg. You might want to rock around, so you test your balance a little bit. Some of you might end up rocking back, so make sure there's space behind you. So we'll find our own way to come onto the front of the body. One way I like to come onto the front of the body is by crossing the legs, taking the hands forwards, taking the legs back, and then lowering down. You can be inventive and do whatever you want, as long as you end up on the front of the body. And once you're on the front of the body, hooray, you get a little rest. Yeah. So just let the legs relax, let the arms rest back, breathe in. Feel that the pressure of the body as it expands the front of the body as you breathe in, the belly against that ground. So again, we find the balance of these energies. This inhale, this power, this kind of like effort. Now it just softens as you breathe out. It softens into the earth. This lovely, earthly, receptive, feminine quality. We have all of this in us. We have to really try and just keep that balance, that weave of the two together. Because it's constantly, it's not, trying to keep the part that's not as dominant, keep that alive, keep that kind of quality there. So bring the legs together. Come onto the forehead. Back to the arms on the ground. Inhaling, lift the gaze, lift the nose, lift the chin, lift the chest. And we breathe out. Inhaling, lift the arms. And breathe out. Stay up. And then inhaling, lift the legs. We're flying through the air, lifting as much of the body off the ground as possible. Keep breathing in and out through the nostrils. So this is a strong effort. So back bend. It's kind of a strong energy. Good. And if you're feeling like stressy or angsty, these kind of back bends, these strong energies are really good to meet that energy with. And then you breathe out and you let that really relax. Rest on the other side of the head, just let the neck relax. Or you can always make a pillow with your hands and rest your forehead if that feels better for your neck or your nose, I don't know. Everyone's different. Just let that rest a bit. Just let your body rock side to side, so your hips just rocking side to side. Oh, that's nice kind of gentle, softening energy. We're just balancing out that power of the back bend, that bright, shiny, sunny, with the connection with the ground, that lovely fluid, watery, all that kind of stuff around the pelvis area. It's all watery, fluidy. Good. So now we're going to place the front of the hands on the ground, another back bend, bring the legs together again. And this is a kind of a version of the bow. Bend the knees so the lower legs are elevated. You can start on your forehead if that's okay for you. And on the inhale, you're going to lift the head, lift the chin, lift the chest. You press into the hands a little bit, so you're getting this bow feeling without having to get hold of the feet. Keep the feet away from each other, so you have to use a bit of effort to elevate the legs. And you're pressing into the hands, keeping the chest nice and open. One more breath in, and lower down. Rest on the other side of the head, just take a moment there. Relax the arms. Breathe into the nostrils, expand the belly on the ground, and then feel that release out through the mouth. Good. So you can either do the same one again, or you can come into full bow. So bend the knees, take hold of the tops of the feet. So if this isn't possible, then just do the same version we just did. Put your hands on the ground and lifting the chest. Otherwise, take hold of the tops of the feet, and then let's see how much of the body, first of all, we can get off the ground. Get the shoulders back, lift the chest, and then see if you can get any part of the leg off the ground, or at least a feeling of lift. But thinking about the toes being pulled up, this is a nice way of thinking about it. So it's a strong back bend. So even if you can get hold of the toes or the feet, that's great. You're already doing wonderful. And if you haven't, you're going to get there. You just keep practicing. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Making sure that the feet aren't too far apart. We don't want to put too much pressure on the sacrum there. Breathing in and breathing out. Lower down, bring the knees down slowly. Don't have the legs falling too heavily. It's soft energy, soft lowering down. Bring the hands either side of the face. Push into the hands. Keep breathing. Walk the hands back towards the feet. Or the knees rather. And bring your forehead to the ground. Enjoy that feeling in your body now. That little recovery. That counter pose. We do a strong back bend, and now we're in a way doing an easy forward bend. Maybe not so easy. If there's still space between your bottom and your heels, put some cushions behind there. Just pop a cushion there quickly, and that will really, behind your knees, that will really make it more comfortable. And widen your knees, make it comfortable. Let's remove the obstacles that are in our way of enjoying our practice, enjoying our life. We'll do this in our yoga on the mat, and this will come into our life, for sure. Breathe in deeply, right into the back, and breathe out through the mouth. Release. Good. Okay. Let's come up into all fours. Do a little cat stretch here. So hands out underneath the shoulders. Elbows are nice and bendy. Keep the shoulders away from your ears and also the shoulders away from each other. So nice and open. This whole area is really open. So get lots of fluidity and movement there. Try not to lock the elbows. This is a common thing. It just feels horrible. If you actually emphasise that, try that now. It's actually putting a lot of pressure on my wrists. My shoulders are thrust forward. It's just horrible. So get that fluidity. Knees are just underneath the hips. There's space between them. Inhaling, lift the eyes, lift the gaze, lift the chest. Exhaling, tuck the tailbone under, arch up through the spine, bring the chin to the chest. Just really feel your spine, close your eyes, breathing in. Take your chest forward, shoulders back, breathing out, tucking the tailbone under, arching up through the spine, lifting up the middle of the back to the ceiling, chin comes right to the chest. It starts again on the inhale, lifting the tail. And that ripple comes up through the spine, right to the chest, that beautiful sunshiny chest, and the face comes forward whether your eyes are closed or open. It's really good to close your eyes just to feel. You don't need to be able to see really in this piece. Not really a need for balance, so that's not really an issue either. Although, you know, if it feels uncomfortable to close your eyes, just have a soft gaze, maybe just casting your eyes down slightly. And taking maybe your focus inwards, so breathing out. So the inhale is a lengthening of the spine, the chest is coming forward, that's what we're thinking about. And the exhale is arching up, making the spine as curved as possible. Why would you bring our chin right to the chest, the tailbone is right tucked under. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Feel the spaciousness in your spinal column, breathing out. Also connecting with your energy. So this, you've got the spine, the physical part, you've got your nervous system, and you've also got your energetic system, all in a very similar area, right in the centre of the body, going right up through the centre, where all the energy wheels or chakras are aligned. So we're engaging directly with those as well. On a more subtle level, you can feel or sense into that if that's something that interests you. But don't worry if that doesn't interest you, that's fine. Okay. So we're going to sit back for a moment and just come onto our bottom. Okay. So everything is stirred up and moved. If you want to sit on a cushion here, I'm just going to sit cross-legged for a moment. We're going to just free things up a little bit, and I'm going to do some breathing practice before the ending. Particularly important to engage the breath when we're thinking about balancing energy. Just have the hands on top of the knees. We're just going to stir things up a little bit and even things out a bit. So breathing in, lift the chest. As you breathe out, you're going to lean forwards with a straight back and then coming around as you breathe in. So we're just really noticing and feeling that lower back and just giving it a little bit of ease, energy and release. So it's a balanced feeling. And there's also a feeling as well, another thing to bring your attention to, is thinking about the heart centre. And it's going around, it's kind of orbiting the base of the spine in a way. That's one way of looking at it. We're doing a big circle. Keep the shoulders down away from your ears. Keep the elbows nice and soft. The arms are just relaxed there. Hands are softly on the knees. Breathing out as you come forwards, leaning forwards. Big, big circle. This heart is making a big, big orbit. And then come back to the centre. How's that feel now? Inhaling. And exhaling again, leaning forwards. Keep that strong belly. And then you're going to go around to the left. Breathing in as you come back. Breathing out as you lean forward. This is your whole self. Your whole universe is here. And your heart is just orbiting around like a little satellite there. The heart centre. But you are grounded and rooted at the base, into the earth. How the heart can just fly around, move and be moved. Breathe out as you lean forwards. Breathe in, inhale as you lean back. One more around. Good, and then come back to centre. And take the fingers, give yourself a nice extension, extending the hands up to the ceiling, and think about the base of the body driving down, the base of the spine driving down into the earth. So you're getting lots of length in the whole of the spinal column. Breathe in, and then breathe out through the nostrils, lower the arms down. Good work, okay. So I'm going to try a breathing practice called Bhastrika, bellows breath, and it's great for really engaging with fanning the flames of the energy, but then also calming down after that, kind of give us a bit of sense of balance. And I'm going to come forward so that I can engage with you a bit more and see a bit more. So you can kneel, or you can sit cross-legged, whatever feels better for you. So let's, So the hands, actually I do need to be a bit further back because you won't be able to see me properly. I'll just move this slightly. Okay, sorry about that, a little interlude. So place your hands on your belly, because this is going to be your engine, if you like. So the bellows breath, or bastrika, is very much about, it's also sometimes called the breath of fire. So that's a very strong element, strong energy. We do it really slowly. You're going to breathe in and out through the nostrils, and we're trying to get that breath even. So it builds up to being very fast. So you breathe in, and then you breathe out. And you're kind of pushing that breath out, using your abdominal muscles a little bit. So it's opening up there as you breathe in, and then you breathe out. It's all in the nostrils there. Breathe in, and breathe out. Breathe in, and breathe out. Keep everything relaxed here in the shoulders. Don't let these rise up. Everything is relaxed. Breathe in and breathe out. So the belly is really helping that. It's like that's where your bellows is. You know, you've got this thing squeezing. So just see if you can get a feeling of that. And then I'm going to speed it up a little bit more. So it's more like... Sometimes it's a bit easier when you go a bit faster as well. So breathing in and out. Then pause and just let your breath come back to normal. See how that feels. Really try and keep your face and jaw relaxed as well. So take a little rest, breathe in and out, nice and easy. We keep our hands, you haven't got to keep your hands here, but it just keeps us focused on where the breath is really coming from. The added side benefit of the bellows breath, or bastrika, this breath of fire, is it really exercises your abdominals as well. So I'm going to just get going again. So take a deep breath in to begin with. And then don't worry if yours is a bit slower than that. Just go at your own pace. Just allow that to, we're going to do one more round. So just relax everything now and just see how that feels. You might be feeling a little bit of invigorated energy. But also just another thing to be really important with bellows breath is even amount of breath in and out. And if you don't feel good, you feel a bit dizzy, just return to normal breathing and have a little rest instead. But this is a great one to practice every day, particularly if you want to, get a bit of fire in your belly, literally. Good for your energy, good for your digestive energy as well. Let's do one more round. We'll do about 10, that's a good amount. You're very free to do more if you want to. So just keeping everything open here, shoulders down. Breathe in deeply to begin with through the nostrils. And just let everything settle. You want to just let your head drop down, bring your chin to your chest, bring your hands into your lap. Just let everything soften now. Breathe in deeply through your nostrils. Sigh out through your mouth. In through your nostrils. Sigh out through your mouth. And then we're going to let everything just soften even more. And lying back down. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Extend the arms in front of you. And slowly lower everything down. We're going to give ourselves a few minutes just to let everything go. You might want to begin by just hugging the knees and rocking and rolling a little bit. On the back. Do whatever feels good. Just rolling around. How does your energy feel now? How does that fire in your belly feel? Has that burnt up a little bit of stuff that was sitting there? You mostly want to keep things moving. And let the legs slide away. Give yourself one last little extension. Feel the whole length of your body, point of the toes. Just feel the whole self. All of your energies combined. Breathe in through your nostrils, breathing out through your nostrils. Just bring the hands back to the body. Let the arms fall away from the side, palms away from the body. Lift the chest up off the ground and place it down. Chin's tucked into the chest slightly. Mostly it's on the back of the neck is long. You might want to put your head on a cushion, let the feet fall out to the sides. You have the choice always to have your knees bent and the feet on the floor in semi-supine if that feels more comfortable to you. Okay. Enjoy a few minutes just lying here. Yes, you have permission to do absolutely nothing. Not so easy, is it? Eyes closed. Take your focus inwards. Breathe in. Nice deep in breath through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Let it all go. So just taking your awareness around your body, noticing how the energies are in your body. Still feeling there's a bit of fire around. Where is it in the body? Just noticing, paying attention to yourself. What have you stirred up? Giving it space to process and move. Yeah. Feeling the ground beneath you is supporting you in this. So you can just soften the body into the ground. You can let the body melt into the ground. Feel your whole self, your whole body, your whole being, your physical body on the ground, that earthly element of your body on the ground, the earth, the movement of the breath in the body. Breath is constantly coming in and out. Soft, easy breath coming in. And breath going out, in and out through the nostrils. Keep your focus inwards, just noticing all the time, paying attention. Every time your attention gets captured by something exciting or interesting or worrying, just give yourself fully to this time, bring your attention back to your body, to your breath, to your energy. Feel the ground beneath you. Feel your legs, feel your arms, feel your body. Feel your head on the ground or the cushion. Feel your breath moving in your body. There's nothing more to do than feel. Feel. Really focusing, softly focusing on your body, on your breath, and how you feel right now, really becoming present with your breath, aligned with your breath. Breath coming in, breath going out. Breath is taking care of itself. And now let go everything. Let go even of paying attention to anything. Let go. Every time you feel yourself grasping at something, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Over and over, let it go. Softening everything. Soft breath. Softening, melting, surrendering. Surrendering to this very moment. This moment in time and space. Right now, in this time and space, everything is okay. You're okay. You're safe. You're protected. You're relaxed. Everything is well. So, if you wish, you can remain relaxing. We've started. It's up to you. If you feel like, okay, I want to get on with my day, don't jump up. You want to take some time, feel the softness of this, and allow that transition space. So just give yourself a little bit of a stretch on the ground. Breathe freely, extend your fingers and toes, arms and legs. Feel your body, feel this body. How does it feel? Does it feel different from the beginning? Yeah? How does your energy feel? Does that feel different? Any shifts? Anything you noticed? Really bringing your awareness into what's happening, what's happened, your process. Yeah, this little body laboratory that you have full access to. And then maybe you would give yourself a full stretch on the ground, luxuriate in that. And then you might want to hug your knees to your chest and luxuriate in that. Lovely, hugging yourself. Feel yourself. And maybe we'll finish with what we started with. rock onto the side or come up to seated if you want to. And let's just have a little bit of, again, a bit of appreciation for this body, for this life, for yourself, for this individual. You are, we are, individually, you are unique. You are unique. You are unique. That is amazing. And I'd like you to rub your hands together, create lots of heat and energy, make this little fire. Have a little bit of inner fire today, lots of fire. We're going to place that fire and warmth over the heart centre. Give that some warmth. Feel that warmth moving around this beautiful, beautiful heart. Close your eyes. And we will close today's practice as we began. And just say to yourself, even better if you say it out loud, I love you, and then your name. I love you, Marina. And you might need to say it more than once. Feel it. Feel your resistance to it. Just try. Okay. Namaste. Thank you so much for being with me today. It's lovely to see some new faces and some familiar faces popping up on this practice. Yeah, you're all so welcome, and I really feel your presence. I really do, and it's really supporting me. Thank you for your comments. Let me know how it's going, and also thank you for donations. That helps me to maintain this practice, which I'm enjoying thoroughly. Week 7, amazing, awesome, right? Good, I salute you. Okay, have a great day. Big, big love.